y'all doing? Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot Incorporated. This is going to be what I call a Vestascope, or like your daily, for June the 27th, 2022. Yeah, yesterday I took a break. I did some meditation and relaxation. And I didn't want to come back on YouTube very late with the reading, so I just decided to come back for today. I hope everybody is well. We're going to do, not today, but we're going to do a video about the lineup of the different planets. We also need to do a upcoming new moon video. And there's one more other video that I want to do for you all. Probably all zodiac sign reading I need to do for you all, and probably something else. If you have any ideas, make sure you put them in the comment box for me, and I'll look over it. Okay. Hey, Stagner. How are you? And I'll look over and see what type of video. You always put it in the comment box and let me know what type of videos that you would like to see. Let's not try and make it too personalized, but something general that everyone may need to, want to know about, or some type of way like that. Okay. Oh, glad that I got the channel figured out. No, what I got figured out was your BS. Because I believe you had changed, Stagner. I believe before you had changed your picture or logo or the name that you go by, and when your thing that says like BS is so short compared to my long name, or Life Path Oracle, which is very long. So the BS, it shows up very short, and I kept overlooking it. So when I went in to edit and to change moderators and take people off as moderators and things like that, and fix my other channel, I seen your BS, which is very short, and I fixed it because I don't know how you got off of the channel. Okay, because you've been with me for a very long time, and I don't have time to block people. If so, I would tell people and why. Okay, but I don't know who blocked you. Oh yeah, I remember that. So yeah, but I'm glad it's fixed, and I'm glad you're back. Okay. All right, so the title today is Reality versus Illusions. Some of you may resonate or want to resonate with this. Some of you may not. Take it how it resonates for you. It also can be a upcoming energy for you. It may not be playing out right now, as we all know. Okay, it may take a couple of hours, days, weeks, but it's something that the purpose of the reading is for you to look back on and say, hey, I remember Vesta saying something about that. Let me go back to that video and see what she says and see how it resonates with me right now in my situation. Maybe I can get some advice off of that. But at the end of the day, I make my own conclusions. I make my own choices. Okay, so readings are not based on for you to follow particularly what's going on, but it's supposed to help you with your own insight. Okay, supposed to help you with your own insight. Well, we haven't even started, and what flipped out? Self and listen. So some of you may need to listen more to yourself. Okay, it can be that you have people as an influence, family or friends, co-workers or anything like that, even like a boss and employer, that or even your neighbors. Okay, you know how you get together and talk with your neighbors and things like that. But some of you may need to listen more to yourself. It can also be your own intuition, your own guidance. This listen card is one of my Gemini. So some of you in your chart can have a Gemini moon, even though you may be a Taurus or an Aries or a Cancer, Leo, Virgo, whatever, okay? But this is one of my Mercury Gemini cards. And self is always Aries first house. Aries first house is you, yourself, and I. So, with the moon being in Taurus right now for me, Vedic sidereal, okay, not Western astrology, and Rahu being in Aries right now, and I believe Mars will be in Aries for me in about a couple of days. So some of you also listen more to what your body is telling you, okay? Also how you're projecting yourself out right now as first house of Aries, your personality, your appearance. Some of you may be very, wary of how your body may looks, either good or bad, okay? That depends on you. But I really feel that a lot of you needs to... a lot of you are right now investing more into your energy. So that can be like the way that you eat, the way that you need to gain or have more energy. It can be vitamins. Is there something as a supplement that you like to do? Energetic movement. I feel a lot of you are having a lot more energetic movement, or you will be when Mars goes into Aries, which is a fire sign, right? So a lot of you that may be feeling very lethargic or very lazy, or not really very energetic, when that Mars goes into Aries, it's gonna change. Okay, yes. Follow your instinct. And something, like I said, I wanted to do a video about the new moon, but we also have the full moon here, and something on the 28th. I'm not quite sure what's happening on the 28th besides Mars going into Aries, but something will be coming to a completion. But you need to listen more. And this is my Taurus card, the wolf, the instinct, okay? Listen more to yourself, your intuition, what your body, what your mind, what your conscious and subconscious is telling you, and follow more of your instinct. Some of you, it may be that you need to follow your instinct to end something, okay? Because something will be revealed to you. And it can be, for some of you, something that you're very more passionate about, a person or relationship, a situation. Hey, Wild Child, how are you? Also having more love and compassion for yourself. And you may think that that's very easy for me to say and very easy for people to do. But a lot of the times that the things that we do in life, the things that we do as a day-to-day basis, some of the vices that we do, some of the opinions and discussions that we have with other people, a lot of the times that we tend to, out of habit, follow and abide by other people's opinion instead of valuing what we choose for ourselves first. Okay. And some of you, this can be a direction that you will be changing. No longer investing more into what people think you should do, or how much you are investing into other people and in other situations. A lot of you may right now be heading in a totally new direction. It also could be with career or job, something that maybe you're interested or very passionate about doing, and you're doing it right now. And a lot of you are becoming the Fool card. Okay, now this is very interesting because Mars will be leaving Pisces, where Jupiter is right now, and Mars will be going into Aries. Okay, so Pisces is 12th house, about completion. So it's telling you to take the leap. Divine protection is always on your side, okay? And look for clues. Grace will lead you to the exact event and experience that you need at precisely the right time. Okay, so something that you are doing is a sense of completion. The way you act, the way that you particularly may be projecting yourself out to people, whether you know it or not. You're feeling more free from your ex every day. Okay, yeah. So you're feeling this completion in your energy. You see that? Because a new beginning is happening for you. And when you decided, or both of you decided to separate, this was you taking a chance now, going in your own direction. Okay, for your new beginning, a sense of awakening. Now, some of you, some of you may be very scared because of a level of vulnerability that you may be feeling, or a level of vulnerability that you may have to feel. It also can be by somebody coming back into your life, and you don't totally trust them. Because somebody also could be coming in your direction, ready to be a fool card here, ready to end a type of cycle in their life. Also could be somebody new. So what I'm going to do for today's reading, I'm going to put things that's on the left side is your reality, and things on the right side that will be your sense of an illusion. Now, either one of those or both can be both of you, okay, or you all together, or it can be that the reality is something that you're not realizing yet for yourself. And also the illusion can be something that you will begin to awaken into, something that you will begin to awaken and see, okay, of what you have been realizing as an illusion. And it also could be just as simple as an illusion that maybe you thought that you was not good enough to apply for this type of position or to do this type of work. But the reality is, okay, that you're taking a new chance, a new leap into doing something as a career or a job change, or you're applying for this type of job that you never have before. The illusion can also be that maybe you seeing people or a certain person as an illusion, but in the reality is this. Okay. And some of you may need to have a new beginning and to see the reality of your situation, of a person, your life, your home scenario, whatever it is for you. Okay. All right. On the reality side is that a lot of you are keeping a sense of solitude. Maybe you may not really seem like, well, I'm not keeping myself from people. I talk to people every day. I be around people every day. But really your energy from the inside out is that you are alone. You also may feel alone. You can still be projecting yourself out as solitude. Like you may talk to people and be around people, but some of you may just be like, right now I'd rather have a sense of solitude and be to myself. It also can be like you're trying to reconnect or recenter yourself. And also some of you can be like, I want to be alone until I'm able to reconnect with a certain person or have a new sense of connection with somebody new. Okay. Mm-hmm. But the energy as reality is that you're acting or projecting solitude. Some of you are alone. You're wanting to be alone. And that can be in all type of scenarios, not answering anybody calls, not really returning calls or being active and making calls out to different people, because some of you just don't want to see anybody. You just don't want to be bothered. You rather stay at home. You rather be isolated and away from other people. Okay. And you can still go to work, be around people, do your job, and then you still come home as solitude. Okay. Yes. Well, we have the card of dance, which is when you ask for guidance, take action, and then put your faith in an outcome you can't yet see. Okay, so that will be going into the illusion side that we put on the right hand side. You've begun to dance with grace. So I feel like I said with the direction card, right, that a lot of you very soon, especially when Mars go into Aries, your sense of direction will begin to change. That internal compass inside of you, which is your guidance, your inner guidance, and your intuition, listening more to your subconscious, okay, that yes, I am ready to release myself from this sense of solitude. Maybe it can be that you're ready to date, to accept offers, to maybe go out, to mingle, to meet somebody, okay? Because a lot of people don't want to really stay alone. You may stay solitude or the hermit card and be to yourself for a very long time. But in the end, all of us as humans are really wanting to connect with somebody. Okay. But the dance card is like a sense of celebration or a sense of connecting with people. So some of you will be coming out of this solitude. Okay. Whether it's coming out of solitude, going back to work, whether it's completing a job as a certificate, or some of you also could have be graduating or graduated this year from some type of class or school or college or university or something like that, right? But soon, like you see, it says to take action and put your faith in the outcome that you can't see. And some of you are already scared of the outcome that you can't see. So this is why the energy is telling you to take a chance to not only just continue to think about it, but to put action behind it. Having the card of solitude means that you're not taking action. You're not taking movement. Okay, you're not accepting something or somebody or a group of people right now. Okay, but the dance card is that the outcome will be greater than what you're assuming it will not be. So again, that's going to be part of your illusion. Rebirth. So your illusion is that you don't believe that you're actually going through or having a rebirth moment, but you are. Some of you, this started around spring equinox. And for some of you, this rebirth will continue now as the summer solstice that we're entering or have entered right now, all the way up until next spring. So whatever you're doing right now or will be coming out of, taking action with it, your outcome is going to be a full blossom of a rebirth, a new beginning, a new start. Okay. Whether, rebirth is always about us, but it also could be your home, your life, the people that you meet, a connection, being engaged, having a baby. Some of you can be pregnant right now, and by spring next year, you will have a new addition to your home. All of that type of stuff is a rebirth. And the illusion that you are having right now is that you don't really see a change. You don't really see you changing yourself or your situation in your life really changing. If it is, it's happening very small. And some of you are wanting to see like a big, huge change where that you can really notice it. But the smaller changes that you do really have more of a huge outcome. Okay. Some of you are going to be very surprised from now up until next spring, which also could be rebirth. Some of you can have a spring birthday, like around March, April, May, can also be your birth time. Okay. So around that time, whatever you're about to take action now, the illusion is that you're going to be better off. You're going to be more set up by spring next year by what you're planting the seeds as now. So this is why I'm saying it's time to come out of solitude. Okay. It's time to come out of solitude and to take action now, to plant new seeds now so that they can birth around spring equinox. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. It's 2, but we're going to take it. Devotion and surrender. Okay, so let me see. Some of you are, I'm not saying that you don't have faith, but right now, okay, it says stay connected to the divine. Pray, express your gratitude, or ask for help out loud. Make the practice of devotion a daily habit. So some of you, I'm not going to front. Okay, and we have to see their dance again. Celebration right here at the top. Okay, you have it twice. So what I want to say about this card is to not only express gratitude when something great happens to you or for you or about you. let's stay in the daily habit of giving devotion to our family, our friends, to the highest entity or whatever religious denomination that you believe in, and let's have devotion as a daily habit. Okay. It also asking you or advising you that the illusion that you're up under right now is that people are going to offer you help when you think you need it. The truth is that if you need help, ask out loud, not only to the divine, okay, or through prayer, but ask friends and family for help. People don't know exactly what you need or how much you need, such as attention, love, affection, physical help. It's great to ask for what you want out loud. And the illusion is some of you think that people or a certain person is not paying you any attention or may also be ghosting you for some type of reason. But if you have not been really showing or really expressing how you feel, the other person is not going to know how you feel. Okay, so some of you may be in an illusion that somebody may not care for you or somebody may not want to be with you, but it's asking you that the illusion is that you need to ask for what you need out loud. Okay, so surrender is the key that unlocks the door to grace. So the illusion also for some of you is that you may just figure that you just need to give up. Okay, or that you may be feeling like you already gave up, or you're projecting like you have gave up on a person, on a connection, on a certain thing in your life, the people that you have in your inner circle. Okay, and this also reflects back to solitude. So the rebirth is really standing out to me because I don't want any of you to reflect back or to revert back to hiding yourself, or in a sense not going after what you want and what you need. Okay, because surrender here is the illusion is that you don't need to surrender, or because things are not really very out and open and like bam right in your face, and it's not a big thing that you can really see. The illusion is that you're not surrendering. You really are tackling things that you need to do, that you need to handle, but because it's not a very huge change in your life, you're not seeing it. Okay, but everything that you do as action is always going to represent as fruition. So let's clarify. I just want to get a couple of clarifiers on these real quick. Because you're going to be very surprised on how much more you're going to be very much energetic, especially when Mars goes into Aries. Okay. Ooh, what is this? And we don't see this ring card very much. You see that? Proposal, engagement, promise, partnership, agreement, next level, marriage, and union. So a lot of you that are practicing a lot more solitude here is because either you're coming out of some type of partnership. Now, it also could be time off your job, or you've recently been let go of a job or some type of agreement. Okay. And it's because it's time for you to go to a next level. It's time for you in this moment of time that you are alone to contemplate, to meditate about what you want to tackle next. And when you decide that is when you will begin to take action and to do it. And Mars is going to give you that energetic action to go after it. Okay? Yes. Now, a promise. You see that there? A promise is what I feel that a lot of you are promising yourself. that I'm not going to go through this type of situation anymore. I'm not going to allow this certain person or people again, hey, Life Path Oracle, to do me a certain type of way. A promise that you are making to yourself in this time alone, in this time of solitude. Like, I promise myself that I'm going to watch the way that I eat. I'm going to look after my health even more. I'm going to start exercising or to get my energetic level back up. I also promise myself to take time for myself and to quit, giving so much of my energy and time to everybody else. And then I come home as solitude, feeling alone after I've, replenished everybody else's energy. But I'm changing that promise to myself now. Okay. Now, for the proposal and engagement, marriage, partnership, to everybody, and everybody is different right now. It can be the more that you're in solitude, it's like you're keeping yourself to yourself until you have that type of marriage or union, as the next step for you. But you have to start dating, though. Marriage and union, for the people who wants that, it's not going to happen unless you start dating somebody, because it has to go from 5th house to 6th house to 7th house of partnership or marriage, which is Libra. So it has to start in 5th house of Leo, going out, dating, having fun, meeting people, right? So some of you may be coming from a sense of solitude, and this is the next type of action or energetic action that you will be partaking into. Now, for some of you that are already married right now, but not in a separation or a divorce, it may be that your relationship or your marriage is on the rocks right now, where that one of you may not be talking to the other person, and it's some type of ghosting. I feel that you and the other person, one of you, are going to take action to fix this between the both of you. Okay. If you're looking or wanting that next step, that next level of step in your commitment, I do see it here. I see it here. Now, I know some of you want to hear like, yeah, I want it to be by tomorrow, or I want it to be by winter or fall. For some of you, it may not even come, okay, until spring of next year. Because whatever seeds that you are planting right now as a sense of dance or a sense of fulfilling this promise to yourself first, so that when you do get into a union or an engagement or accept a proposal, you won't be in a solitude type of energy. Okay, because you don't want to still be acting and projecting solitude and at the same time trying to accept a proposal from somebody. That's not going to work. Those are two different energies. So what the cards are trying to explain to you, you have to be in the energy of dance, a sense of celebration, a sense of happiness, not for the person that you're getting into a relationship with, but a sense of happiness for you. Because it's not just a proposal coming from the other person. This is a promise. This is an agreement that you're making to yourself also, to leave this sense of solitude, that type of mentality in the past. And your new celebration as dance is to be more engaging with yourself and leave that other stuff behind. So until you finally want to come out of solitude, thank you, angels, as a mentality, then the right agreement, the proposal, what you're looking for, getting engaged will come to you. Because you can't still be like, well, I just want to sit in the house. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to go out. I don't want to meet anybody. But in your mind, in your fantasy, you really want marriage. You really want engagement. You want partnership. Now, even the situation that you're having right now in your current relationship, I feel that somebody is going to amend your situation, okay, as a sense of apology. And they are wanting this engagement with you. But it can also be that you're maybe not talking to the person, or they're not talking to you. So this would be this person needing to be in the same type of energy that I was discussing with you, right? That they would need to stop being isolated, to come out of that isolated mentality and to go after what they want, which is an engagement with you. Okay. But I do see it here. I already see that this is some type of wedding that some of you will be attending. Okay. You're going to be dancing, having fun. This also can be a baby shower, a wedding. This also can be a birthday for some of you that's coming up. If it's not your birthday, it could be the person that you're thinking of birthday. It could be an anniversary, like I said, a baby shower. This also could be a bridal party or a bachelor party or something like that. Okay. Hey, Mel, how are you? Let me speed this up a little bit. And it also could just be some type of, also a business partnership. Okay. Some of you may be looking for or need to partner up with somebody when it comes to business. It also could be a startup of some type of dance class or dance store. It also could be a bridal shop or something bridal online. Selling baby clothes or baby gear. I like it when they do this. Okay, you see that? Imposing, powerful, independent, time alone. This is why they keep having me go over the island Solitude. Time alone. Somebody is very stubborn. You see the moose there? Whether it's your energy or the person you're wanting engagement from, even if you don't know the person yet, the person who is meant for you, okay, is alone right now. So they also could be, or just recently came out of some type of engagement, or broken up with somebody, or getting divorced. Okay. But you see that attitude is everything. This is what I was talking about the solitude mentality. You can't keep telling yourself and in your mind, in your conscious mind, oh, I want to be alone. Oh, I feel better when I'm alone. I just want to go home and be alone. I don't want to meet anybody. But for your future, you want marriage and engagement. So you yourself is your own attitude, and how you tell yourself, how you project yourself in your attitude and your personality, also your projection of your appearance, your body language, you're coming across is that you want to be alone. Okay. You may feel that you're very calm, cool, and collected, but you're exuding a lot of energy of independence. Now, some of you also are becoming separated from some type of proposal that did not come to fruition. It also could be a separation or a divorce that is going on right now, or somebody moved out and the relationship did not go any further. So right now, you know, you're calm, cool, you're collected, your attitude is everything right now. And this is your reality. Your reality, a lot of you is feeling like, I'm going to be alone. I'm never going to get married. You know, that you are a very stand-up person. You're very powerful in your energy too. But you do want partnership. So let me get you a card to see what this could be. Because everybody, even though a lot of people are very powerful, you have to be vulnerable for love to happen and to manifest. Okay? If you don't want to have a level of vulnerability, then oh goodness, sharing. Yeah. You're going to have to share. You're going to have to be vulnerable and share your feelings Okay, and your emotions at the time that is needed when you do meet somebody new. And we have suppression. So some of you are so powerful that you keep suppressing your own feelings and emotions. And this is why you keep staying alone. This is why you keep, for some of you, cutting off things that try to go to a next level. Some of you, you know, what this also is telling me that you may have to suppress some of your independence in order for the attraction to happen. And when I say that is that when you have a masculine that is very powerful, like the moose here, or somebody that also very independent, just like you, it has to be some level of submission. Now, when I say that, don't start getting in the comments saying, I'm not trying to be submissive to nobody. I'm always going to be powerful and this and that, this and that. Okay. In relationships, even in business partners, you always want to try and come together to figure out a solution, right? But if both of you are being part of the problem and nobody wants to be submissive enough to listen to the other party and to accept an offer or to, you know, step down a little so that the connection can happen. But I'm not saying that you're supposed to relinquish all of your power. It's like, okay, thank you, angels. Okay. You know how when two mooses butt heads, okay, the same with deer, it usually be both of the masculines in the deers that are trying to show ownership of the female deer. Okay, that male deer is trying to offspring with. And so another male deer or moose may come around in the same territory, right? And the two male deers or the two mooses will continue to butt antlers, okay, as a way of showing dominance of the territory and over the other female moose or female deer, right? That they're wanting to mate. And so the male deer is trying to establish or to show that they're more powerful than you. Even though some of you divine feminines, you may be actually more powerful than that masculine. But is it to a level that you need to establish and to show that as a level of dominance over the male just to prove something to them? The divine feminines get what I mean. Because we always have older couples, right? Where the man is say, yeah, I run the house, I run everything. And then you see the older woman sitting in the chair and she like, yeah, you run everything. You sure do. Mm-hmm. But she knows inside that she's really the more powerful, dominant one in the house. But she also knows that she don't really have to establish or exude her powerfulness over the male. Because inside of the household is already understood. And I know a lot of the men don't want to hear that. But a lot of the divine feminines run the house. They take care of the kids. They take care of this. They take care of that. It may be, yes, the divine masculine may make more money or make the money or take care of the outer needs. Okay. But what I'm seeing here is that somebody who wants to marry you is wanting to show more that they're powerful than to show you that they are submissive enough to step down out of their power and to marry you or to propose to you. So in other words, this masculine here is more worried about how they're looking as a powerful energy than succumbing to love and marriage. So this is why it's not happening. In other words, their ego is stopping your proposal. Now, it also can be a lot of you, divine feminine, okay, that you're egotistical, independent. My attitude is everything. Even though you're calm, cool, and collected, you're establishing and showing yourself as this moose here. And that can be very scary to a masculine, that, well, if you're so powerful, then you don't need me. A divine masculine always needs to feel wanted. Now, I'm not saying to be in a relationship where only the male has to have dominance over you. It's not about that. And I feel that this is more actually of the masculine that is imposing their powerful, attitude and ego, and that their attitude is everything and is stopping, is stopping their promise or their partnership to you, because they want engagement. But this is something that they need to suppress and to learn. I think y'all very smart. You get what I'm saying here, okay? They need to suppress that. They need to suppress their ego and take it down a notch and be submissive enough to step in their vulnerability and to show their feelings and emotions to have and to do this proposal. Now, even if you don't know this person, even if this is a new person coming towards you, okay, and your illusion that you feel that you may never have this person to come to you, you don't know this person, right? For some of you, this is something that person you do not know is still struggling with. So this is why you have not met them. Until they suppress this and take action and learn how to do that, to become vulnerable, then you will meet this person, and then the agreement, the proposal can happen. And a lot of you like, well, that sucks. I need the person that's coming to my future to chop. I need you to suppress that and come on, because I'm ready for a relationship. I've done my healing. I've done my work. I'm ready, It also could be somebody you already know. That their attitude is more important to them than suppressing it and coming to you and asking you to marry them. But I do have a lot of you that this person will, because I have 2 dance cards. So it will be some type of engagement or proposal or the next level taken, where it could be moving in together, taking it as a next step. Now we're boyfriend, girlfriend, same sex, whatever it is for you. Social media, letting social media know, where people who, that's very important to telling the family, okay, coming to some type of agreement. Yes, we are solitude. Yes, we are only for each other now. No other third party. Okay. All right. So for your illusion part here, we got the rebirth. As soon as I said something about third party, look at there. Third person in reverse. Another person involved. So there is your illusion. Okay, this goes on the illusion side. Your illusion that is about other people, or this other person is not around you or coming towards you because of another person. They're dealing with another person. Your illusion also that other people are influencing the as an illusion. Okay, now with outside party being in reverse, this could be an illusion either in your inside of yourself or the other person you're thinking about. Okay, now with love triangle plus stranger, for some of you, you already know who this person is. It can be solitude, that maybe you haven't talked to this person in a while. It could be somebody from high school, from college, or from a university. It could be somebody from your neighborhood you grew up from, but this is somebody that you know. But maybe, you went out on a couple of dates or something like that, or you talked on the phone for a month, and then, you both kind of went each other's way. Okay, and maybe it was a third party person at some point of time, but for right now, as part of the illusion, is no other person involved here. So this is all about rebirthing, and rebirthing means about a person's inside, their mentality. The old you is trying to die so that the new you can rebirth, a new beginning, a new start. And not only about other people or another person. This is the level of devotion that you need to show and to continue to show yourself, and quit giving up on yourself. Okay? Stop giving up on yourself. Show this gratitude to yourself before the level of gratitude that you like and continue to show other people. Yes? And when I say that, that means giving up on yourself when it comes to, okay, I'm finna make a strategic plan. I'm finna stop drinking, smoking, street drugs. I'm finna start trying to eat better because I want to live longer. I want to try and maintain my weight. Nobody else can do that but you, for your own self. But some of you will start it and then you'll stop it. You'll surrender and give up. So what it's saying is that you need to have, as an illusion, more set devotion and gratitude for your own body, mind, soul, and spirit. Okay? Be devoted to yourself. Also mentally is what I hear. Be also more devoted into your entrepreneurship. Because some of you may think that you started your company, or, you know, it didn't really work out, and so you surrendered it and you stopped being devoted to it, not putting everyday energy into it, you know, not doing a little bit every time, a little at a time every day, and you stop being devoted. And some of you are in an illusion that you really are devoted to start your own business, but you're really not. Part of that also is an illusion that, well, I'm never going to give up on my own business. I'm going to really continue to do it and get it out there and everything like that. Okay. Give me something on surrender. The bridge of communication, Mercury. So, communication, unite, connecting, integrate, which means to come together, overcoming barriers, share, harmony, and compromise. So the illusion is that with this card in reverse, is that the illusion is that you do want to compromise. And that you can overcome this barrier. Also, that you're ready to connect, but you're really not. That you can come together. Okay? You can integrate, and you can allow or to accept communication to come in. Can also be from a specific person, a group of people. But it's like your illusion is that I will communicate. So if this is about an ex or somebody coming back in that you do want to talk to mend the bridge, don't mean you have to be back together with them. But it's like the illusion is that you want harmony, but you don't want to squash the situation. The illusion is that you won't compromise, but at the end of the day, you're really not going to compromise with the other person. And also, you're not compromising with yourself, but you think that you are. An illusion also is that you can overcome this barrier if you devote yourself to it, whatever that barrier is for you. And then illusion also is that you do want to connect, but you're not trying to connect. Developing over time, flavor, family legacy, the good stuff, finesse, ripening age as well. So some of you just going to let time go by and let time handle it. You know, Like, well, maybe enough time will go by and that I will do better. I will choose better. I will, over a sense of time, do better for myself mentally, physically, spiritually. You know, I am the good stuff, which you are. Okay. And it's just like, you know, I'll sit here and continue to ripe until it's time for my connection to happen and other things in my life to happen. But it's not about you sitting and waiting. Okay. It's about you taking action. Yeah. And having anxiety. Feeling like, well, you know, now it's not the right time. So I'm just going to let it age. I'm going to let it sit and marinate. Also, maybe the other person, I'm going to let them sit there and marinate and let them think about what they did. The third party people or situation they had me in. And I'm just going to do my rebirth. But the cards as an illusion over here is that you're not doing a rebirth. I feel that a lot of you have started a rebirth, yes, but it's time for you to put what you have learned and what you have gained into action now. It's not about staying in rebirth for the rest of your life, because we're going to continue to have rebirth all the time as a cycle. Okay. It's about what you've taken, what you've learned, what you have done, ended. Okay. What you have done, what you have ended, and now starting new sets of cycles. Instead of just sitting there and you just marinating. You marinating, you got to put it in the oven. You got to put it on the stove. You got to put it on the grill. Okay, something, and get it cooking. You got to get that flavor out them vegetables or out that meat or non-meat, whatever you eat. Okay, you can't let it just keep marinating in the refrigerator for 2-3 days, 2 or 3 months, for a whole year. You got to get that stuff out there. Okay, you got the flavor in you and in your situation, in your mind, in your life, in your soul. And now it's time to do something about it. What is this? And some of you are Libra. Gemini. Still have it in your chart. Leo. And we have projection. Don't I keep saying projections? Y'all know when I keep saying a word over and over and over and over again, it's because that's what I'm being channeled. It's the way that you project yourself. And you may not know you're doing it. You may not be doing it on purpose. And a lot of us can't help the way that we project. But you can kind of maneuver it some. Okay? When you're talking with somebody, especially, let's imagine you're out on a date and you meet somebody new. Don't sit there and keep talking about how you like to be alone. You understand what I mean? So if this other person is projecting and seeing you eye to eye and you're sitting there talking, you're projecting out in the conversation, the bridge here, how much you like to be alone, how you like to live alone, how you're going to be alone in the future, how you like to do stuff by yourself, how you've been alone for the past 3, 4, 5 years. You understand what I mean? So your projection to this person is that you don't want to connect. You wouldn't want a proposal or an engagement in the near future, because anybody that keeps saying that they alone, this is what you're projecting out into the solar system here. Okay. That I do want to be alone. I don't want to be bothered. But in reality, you want this. You want a sense of connection. You want some type of agreement to happen, whether it's personal or business. And they also saying your words are very powerful here. So watch how you project. Also watch whoever this person is, new or old, how they start to project themselves out to you. It can be at some point of time you integrate or come back across this person where the bridge has broken at some point of time. and they want to, okay, they will start to project themselves out to you that they want partnership, that they don't have any more third party people around. They have learned about letting other people influence their situations in their life, because the South Node as an illusion that you or the other people or the other person is reconsidering. They're remembering, okay, the way that both of you projected toward each other, whether it was good or bad. And that is what broke the bridge of communication. So, in other words, they just surrendered. But on the illusion side, they feel like they surrendered, but they really haven't. They're still projecting out to the universe, okay, God, however you want to say it, that they still want you. They still want a loyal partner. They still want marriage or engagement in their life. So now may not be the right time, but on the illusion side, now is the right time. This is why this card is coming out on your side. Give me a card, please, as mutual. And y'all know I don't pick the readings. Whatever come out, come out. And this may not be resonating with you right now, okay? But you're going to see a difference. When that Mars hit Aries, you're going to see who's going to start projecting themselves towards you. Then you're going to know who this reading is about. Whether you ain't talked to this person in a long time, whether it's an ex, whether it's somebody new, they're going to project themselves out to you, okay? The card in the middle is coming out of guilt. Remember I just said about reconsidering and remembering? Somebody, either you or a person you don't know, or an ex, or somebody that you did date or went out with, you know, a couple of times, but projections, it didn't ever really go anywhere. The guilt in reverse for both situations is that it's time to get over the guilt. It's time for that person to swallow their guilt and to now project themselves on a better way, coming out of trouble and anxiety. And even for the reality side, not having a sense of guilt that things didn't work out with that person, okay? And now you're alone, or now that you're separated. But don't keep those emotions and feelings suppressed within you. It's time for you to stand in your power and still be vulnerable and open for love to come in for now and in your future. You can't keep holding in that guilt. And I feel that a lot of you, as reality, you feel and you know that now. Especially if it's not your guilt to hold on to. You can't keep suppressing other people's feelings and emotions. Let them feel their own guilt. Yes, let them feel and do their own guilt. So we're almost at an hour. So I'm just going to throw out your last cards and we're going to end it for today. I don't know what to put out for y'all. Let's do one for your realistic side or reality, and it hit the floor. Hold on. Which was yes. Okay, so y'all know I can't read it if it hit the floor. So in reality, you're saying yes. But like I told you, you know, you're going to have to stop suppressing your own feelings, thoughts, emotions, and holding on to other people's feelings, thought, and emotions that is their burden to carry, but you're still carrying it because the relationship or situation didn't work out. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out. But don't hold on to the past of those feelings and emotions, okay? And then retract yourself on the inside and want to be alone, act like you're alone, isolate yourself, stay in the house, don't want to do anything, don't want to mingle, don't want to meet anybody new. Why are you suppressing yourself? Okay? Stop suppressing yourself. Time to move on. You know, my angel's going to continue to give me the cards. Exactly what I'm telling you. It's time to move on. And I know, well, Vesta, it's easy for you to sit there and read that and say it, but it's hard for me to stop suppressing this. But that's you taking yourself to the next level. That's a promise that you're needing to make and to keep up to yourself. Because if you can't take your own self to the next level and keep this promise within you, to you, about you, how can you marry somebody? How can you really project yourself as wanting proposal or engagement to a new person, but you ain't moved on from your own feelings and emotions from something else from the past? And I do mean the past can be 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, last year, y'all broke up. You're currently going through a separation or a divorce, or it was 5 or 6 or 20 years ago. You're still suppressing some feelings and emotions. And that's the next level as a promise and an agreement that you need to make to yourself to bring yourself out of that. No more guilt. Especially if the other person did wrong, why are you feeling guilty? Okay? So it's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Okay? This stuff is old and worn out. It's played out feelings and emotions. It's time to let it go. It's time for you to ascend to your next level of yourself. Rebirth. The illusion part is you're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. And that's exactly what I said in the beginning of this reading. That some of you, as an illusion, you don't see things changing in your life because it's not no big concrete move or something huge that happens so you can notice it with your eyes and say, okay, yeah, that changed. But you're changing every day. Every minute of day that passes, you've already changing. You're not the same person you were 5 minutes ago. Why? Because you're aging. Thank you, angels. Okay? Because you're aging. And it don't matter whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60. Every minute of every day, you're aging. So as you continue to age, things that's worn out, played out, also you got to get rid of it. Because you're becoming even better over time. Okay, some of you may not even look the age that you are. And it seems like you got a new flavor. What is that? Some of you are going to have to decide something very soon here. You see that? Crossroads, journey, multiple choice, traveling, free will, opportunity, weighing the options and decide. Some of you, this can be an older, younger type of relationship that some of you may decide if you want to be in. And I feel that a lot of you have been weighing the options for a very long time. But it's kind of like the results is happening behind the scenes and within you, but you're trying to act like you don't see it and you don't notice it. Rebirth. Rebirth being on the illusion side. The illusion is that you are being helped. Behind the scenes, the things that you're doing for you, within you, and spiritually, mentally, physically. Because you don't see a huge change, don't mean that you're not being helped, but you are. Also through other people mentality, whether you know them or not yet, because they're a new person coming into your path. Okay. Also, for some of you that want to get back with a certain person, things are happening to that person also that they don't see. Okay, rebirth. And soon that the illusion is they may be walking around acting like they don't want to surrender, but illusion side, they will. Okay, And they're going to see you even more powerful projections than they did in the past. For some of you, it could have been also this other person left you or separated from you because of another person or a third party triangle. And they're going to say, well, I left this person because of a third party situation or because of family influence or friends influenced. Okay. But how did they get even more powerful after I left? How are they the moose card here? How are they so independent? How is it that their attitude is like everything right now? The way that they project themselves out, the way that they look, they're so calm, cool, and collected. But you could have had that person that was feeling like this. But they don't want to show you their guilt. They don't want to tell you their guilt. And also on your side, you don't want to show them your guilt. You don't want to show that the guilt that they had was still also eating you up on the inside too. Because the reason it was eating you up on the inside is because you wanted things to go to the next level. So that's what you are upset about, because things did not go to the next level. The proposal ended. The marriage did never happen. You could have seen this person as marriage material. Okay. The agreement of love and moving in together or a partnership. Okay. We're together as partners. It didn't go to the next level after that, or the contract, the agreement wasn't fulfilled. So this is why you had to become more powerful and feel more powerful on the inside because of what happened. You don't want to ever feel like that again, a sense of betrayal, right? So that sense of betrayal is what you are suppressing. And you cannot hold on to a sense of betrayal. It will eat you up on the inside. It's time to move on from that. You can't have marriage coming towards you in the future by holding on to people who betray you. That energy you're holding cannot attract this in. So until you fix that, a sense of solitude, okay, then it will come towards you. All right. Middle of the deck is contemplation time. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire. And that's what you're doing right now. Island, solitude. Okay. All right. So that's today's reading. Thank y'all so much for participating. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. I am still working on the other channel, and I'm going to write down the type of videos that we're going to do this week, which is the Grand Cross. I'm going to put y'all out all zodiac reading from Aries to Pisces. We're going to do a new moon video. And we need to do also a summer solstice, because we just went into summer, right? Officially. So we need to do that also. So that's today's reading. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.